Hey guys, LegoPrimeFilms here, and this is my LEGO Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime version 2. So yeah, I made a lot of changes on this guy. As you can see, he has his step stool toolbox kind of thing down there. And honestly, just a lot more spaces are filled in. As you can see, I fixed this issue. This is not sagging anymore or like pushing up. And I fixed this. It's much more like straight down instead of it kind of sticking out and then going down a little bit, which was a challenge because similar to click bricks, these pieces actually become his leg, like the sides of his legs. Anyway, yeah, I know I said I was gonna be done updating, but honestly, I I lied, I guess, because this guy is cool. He desperately needed some updates, so I went ahead and just made it a version 2 and made a whole nother video because there's so much stuff that's changed on him. Like, he barely even has the same like transformation like overall. So I'll give you 360 view from the side. So as you can see, besides this part, which it still takes up, still fills in space, and there's a little gap right here and here. Otherwise, this is honestly much cleaner. Like, this is something that I really wanted to fix, and I feel like I did. Here's a view from the back. This is the major game changer. Like, honestly, look at how clean or like filled in these spaces are. Like, there's not really as much blue showing. And yeah, this is my proudest section of the truck just because these, like, yeah, it's just cool. Here's a view from the other side, and here's a view from the front. And as you can see, there is stuff sticking out, unfortunately. I raised this up a little bit, and that, that sucks that there's stuff showing. But overall, it's still a pretty cool build. And like, yeah, this top part is a little uneven with these two pieces here, but if I took them off, there'd be a lot more gaps showing. And I don't know, it just didn't feel right. It didn't look as great. So real quick, let's size him by a Lego minifigure. Yeah, he's definitely a leader class now. He probably went from a studio series to a leader class, like, just from how much stuff I added on. This guy's much bigger than when I first made him. And just so you know, I'll be showing some of his weapons. I'm not going to go in depth into it, but I'll probably show some of these towards the end of the video in his robot mode. He's got his swords and his gun and his hook, which doesn't look great, but I'll do a separate video with all of his weapons because he also has his Dark of the Moon cannon and his shield, which, as you guys know, has to either have a stand or it will rip his hand off. So yeah, and I feel like my Optimus Prime is probably pretty similar size to a Randomless 98, I'd say. I don't know. But if you want to see any other cool Lego Transformer builders out there besides Click Bricks and Aaron, then go ahead and check out Just Call Me Say's channel because that's actually really cool. He builds big Transformers, but they're like, he goes for accuracy and it's crazy how cool they are. You guys should definitely check that out. So yeah, not too much to talk about this guy. Let's do some size comparisons. Here he is by Lego Gray version Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but Optimus Primal, I'm going to design them on Bricklink with like black and dark gray pieces, and I'll order those when I have time, and I'll do a screen accurate version of them because this guy was, besides the eye color, he was based off of the Last Night Optimus Primal, like fan design. I forgot what it's called. So yeah, I'll do that in the future. Probably not for a while. Yeah, and I don't know if I told you guys this, but yeah, since I updated him last couple times, his jet wings from Dark of the Moon won't work, so there I got 4 more ball sockets from there. So that's a plus. And I took something else apart too. Oh, that's right. He had more ball joints on here, but the way his new backpack is, he doesn't need them anymore. So that's much cooler. So for another size comparison. Okay, so I was going to size him by Lego Dark Theming Leadfoot, but I dropped him. So yeah, he's not going to be sized in videos for a while until I fix him. Probably won't give him an update because I like how he is and the transformation's simple. And I like that. So, yep. That's basically it for size comparisons. Probably boring you and talking. And yeah, I did take his trailer apart. I'll build a new one in the future, but right now I'm not going to. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's get to the transformation. And don't mind the marks back here. I just ripped my backdrop, which is just paper. So yeah, I know I need to get a better one. Okay, the first thing you're gonna do is get these two pieces and slide them out, which is why they're separate studs. Otherwise they'll get in the way of this. Same for the other side. Slide these two pieces out. And this guy is much bigger. I'm gonna do my best to transform him on screen, but there might be some times that, you know, he slips off. And same thing that we do here too. Slide this piece out and get this piece and bring it up. And slide it back down. And this piece, you don't need to do that. I just needed to do that to get clearance, to get that out. And real quick, get this piece and just bring it forward just a little bit. Now you want to come here, get his door, and just bring it slightly forward, just get it out of the way. Same for the other side. Adjust the camera. Alright, now this is a tricky part. First thing you want to do, get these pieces, bring them up. And get this piece down. And now you'll get this piece and bring it forward just a little. Just get this piece past here. And now you'll bring it up all the way. Or I'll bring it up, whatever. Okay. And now I'm going to get this piece and slide it around just like that. Gotta bring it up. Actually, real quick. Rotate this piece. Oops. Bring it in, bring it up just like that. Get this piece. Get this piece, bring it out. Don't know why it's doing this. Get this piece and bring it down. That'll create actually a little bit of toolbox there that he has. And unfortunately, yep, this does stick out quite a bit. But it's, honestly, I'm not worried about it that much. Next thing you want to do is get this piece here and rotate it. If you can tell where I'm rotating it at. 180. And I'm kind of limited to what I can do right now because these pieces actually have to fold back down because I got his back way more compact. Or much more compact. I'm going to get this piece and slide it up. Get this piece, hinge it out a little bit. Here, and then you'll bring it back slightly. You get this piece here, bring it forward, rotate it around. And you'll bring it up and get this piece, slide it all the way up. Bring it back, you'll slightly rotate it on this piece. Get this piece and you'll slide it all the way up. And get this and bring it in just like that. And when you get this piece, it will come down more like this. Yeah. That's basically it. You're gonna want to do the same for the other side. Okay, now that's basically almost pretty similar, the same on that side. Let's move to the front. And you get this piece as usual and bring it up and hinge it back. And there is decent amount of changes on his legs. There's some changes in upper body too. So just bear with me. Get this piece and bring it back. Try and give it as much clearance as possible. And I did change his head too. So I do head design. Get this piece and bring it out and out. It's actually inspired by Clickworks. It's basically the same because I found one of those face plates or whatever that I can use for him. So yeah, it ended up looking almost just like his. Alright, now before we get too ahead of ourselves, get this piece and untab it back here. Gonna do my best. Oh, right. I actually want to get this piece here and bring it up and then untab it and hinge it back. That'll give you clearance to bring these smokestacks up. If you bring it back far enough. And now you'll get this piece, bring it back up, and tab it in. Now real quick, just to bring, to fix some clearance issues, bring his arms out, bring these pieces down a little, get this piece, bring it forward, and get these pieces and bring them back in. I don't really like the new way that I have this. But, I mean, otherwise his neck would look so weird without that. And now you get these and bring them up. Oh. Alright, now that that's done, carefully come to the front. And it changes windows. They did have a little bit of red on them, but it just didn't really look well. It didn't look as good anymore. Get these pieces, bring it up. Get this piece, bring it forward. You're going to slide it down all the way on this door hinge. And down a little bit on this hinge here. Should give just enough clearance to bring it through. It doesn't need to go through all the way though. And now this piece will come up and rotate around, and it will rotate around just like that. Get this piece and bring it forward. And you'll do the same for the other side. Okay, yeah, I know this guy is like a big mess right now. It'll come together though. I'm gonna get these pieces out and just real quick bring it up and get this piece, rotate it and put down against this and rotate this piece. Get this and rotate it. Let's do his arms real quick. Get this piece, you wanna rotate it. It's already in the correct position, so leave it, get this piece, bring it up. Rotate this around, oops. Bring his hand out. Get this piece and rotate it in. Just like that, and there's one of his arms. And same for the other side. Okay, he is not armless anymore. We're gonna get this piece, bring it out. This is his chest, which is pretty obvious. And real quick, let's go ahead and do the legs. First thing you want to do, untab this from one of the sides. It literally does not matter which side. Okay. And his wheel fell off. Gosh darn it. Alright. As we did on my previous primes, get these feet, bring them forward all the way. And you'll get this and do a bunch of hinging stuff. Just like that, and bring it down. And here is the new part. Alright, so basically what you do with this part is you're going to get this piece and you're going to rotate it around like that. And get it and bring it down, and you're going to get this piece and it will rotate 180. This piece is a little tricky to get. Okay, there we go. And now once it is rotated 180, then you want to get and hinge it, like fold it back, get this piece and hinge it forward just like that. That'll cover a side. You'll get this piece and rotate it and slide it over. And it can rotate down like this, or it can actually just stay over here, which I prefer. It was designed the other way, but I think it's better this way. It sticks out like a lot, unfortunately, once you look under the leg. So I'll have to be fixing that section in the future. It's a little bit fragile, but you know, I'll let it slide for now. So you can do the same thing for the other side. And just like that. Now let's move on to the upper body. First of all, get these pieces, bring them out. I think you know what these will be. Bring them forward a little bit. Okay, and you'll get these pieces as always, and give them like that. It'll give it its sort of angle slant thing. And here is the head reveal. So yeah, it's a different head design. I honestly like this a lot. Like, thank you, ClickBricks, for this cool head design. Like, I found one of those just digging through the Legos, didn't think I had any, and I do, which is awesome. So bring it back, get these pieces, let's rotate this piece around. Forward, okay, there we go. And just push these back. Alright, let's bring everything up. Hold on, let me raise up the camera. Alright. So yeah, just gotta find the correct way to do it. We'll worry about that later. Anyway, you want to get this piece, bring it down, and here, just like all the other ones. Whoops. This piece is gonna get upper body and place it down. You get this piece, bring it out, place it down just like that. And now we're gonna hinge it back and tap it in these two studs. And that will give him much more support. Now, real quick, I want to get these pieces, bring them down. Slide these out. And down. So just like that. Get these things, whatever, bring them down. Yeah, these pieces will just come down like this, but that will be in a second. First, you gotta try and find a way to sit these pieces down. There's some kind of way back here that will allow them to sit down. There we go, we got that side. And same for this side. So this piece here, this piece needs to rotate out. I always forget that. Right out and in. Okay. Adjust these things, get a chest piece and bring in, but not like quite like that. I've been wanting to add the matrix of leadership into him. I'm not sure how I do that quite yet. So that would not be something in this video, of course. Okay, and now I get these pieces in, just bring them down. Sort of like that. So yeah, it makes him look a little weird. But this is more where they're supposed to be anyway, and it kind of fills in some of the extra gaps down here. These pieces, slide them up all the way. That piece looks like it's already slid up all the way. Okay. Let's place him on his feet. Whoa. Yeah, he's pretty top heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. He's got a pretty big upper body too. Get these pieces, hinge them up a little bit because they untabbed. His arms, Basically, you just want to adjust everything. Yeah, this piece comes back here. It'll sort of fill in space. Yeah, he's got these big things up here. I'm about to just take these off, just because. Basically, just adjusting them to the correct spot. Alright, here's Prime all transformed. So, yep, those pieces are sticking up a lot. Basically, turn them on the angle. Switch them around if you want. See, I did fix this. Like, I didn't fix it in the video, obviously, but no, I fixed that to where it does make him look a little bit better. Before, he didn't really have much going on down there. Honestly, his legs are they're a really big mess. So, yeah, I kind of wish I would have done something different with that. I mean, this is only the second time he's been in his robot mode since the new update, and I didn't really pay much close attention before. And I'm slowly regretting that. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. But anyway, I mean, this guy, he's still pretty cool. Yeah, there's not much to say about him. Here he is sized by a minifigure. So yeah, this guy is giant. Like, he's actually big. Here he is by an iPhone 11 OtterBox case, just to show this is a big transformer. Yeah. Alright, let's do some more size comparisons. Here he is by Lego G1 Soundwave, and I had some people asking for instructions for him. I'll do it eventually. I'm not gonna do it now because I don't have time, and I have some other transformers I want to build first. So yeah, just hang in there. Here he is by Lego Age of Extinction Galvatron, and yeah, Optimus just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Honestly, this is his max size. I might even shrink him down a little bit in the future. And yeah, I mean, obviously, since I'm named LegoPrimeFilms, I need to have a really good Optimus Prime. And I'm struggling with that. I've honestly been wanting to take this guy apart and just completely redo him instead of trying to change things and update, because it's kind of hard to do that with already the way that the transformation is. So I'm not really sure if I'd need at least 1,000 subscribers to do that. And I need to get a lot of views and stuff, because this guy's a lot of work, and I wouldn't want to just take him apart like that. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and display him with some of his weapons real quick. So get ready for that. First, the full 360 view. He's leaning forward a little bit. Actually, a lot bit. Here's a view from the back. So yeah, his back is much more compact, but unfortunately, as I said, these two pieces, it's an issue. View from all around. Alright, his first weapon we're gonna do is the swords. I made him 2 of them. Before I only had 1, because all you gotta do is take these pieces off and switch them around. So I'll show you how those work. Basically, his hand right here. You've probably seen him in a lot of community posts and stuff. Get this and tap it on his hand just like that. Yeah, there's a sword. Since he's so top heavy, it's kind of hard to get into a good pose, unfortunately. So I'll go ahead and do that off screen. Here he is in his kind of cool pose. He's much easier to pose when he's only got 1 sword, so I'll show you that real quick. Yeah, this is the pose that we like right here. Could be pointing up a little more. Maybe he doesn't want to. There you go. Kind of. And again, I mean, this guy is top heavy. Honestly, I'm going to say it now. Eventually, I will. I'm going to take this guy apart and redo it, because, I mean, yeah, it's cool how he transforms, but I feel like I can do much better. And, yeah, I really I don't know. Yeah, this guy is a pain now to transform back into his truck mode. He still does it. Like, it's still clean, but like he's just got a lot more stuff going on, which makes it a lot more challenging. And I just noticed something back here. I always forget something. This here will just come down, flatten down like that, and then this will come over it. Don't know why I always forget stuff. And yeah, since I added a stud on his legs too, like they're actual whole stud higher, he does like to flop around a little bit. And I'm not even gonna say he's not going anywhere, because he might go somewhere one day and I won't even know until I see him. Alright, enough balancing. Let's get into his gun and his hook. Here's his hook. Here's his gun. His gun actually looks pretty sweet, not even gonna lie. I only have enough pieces to make one of these. He only needs one anyway. So let's get to it. Alright, just real quick, his hooks. He's got this stud right here, and it'll tab in. Just like that. Doesn't look great, but you know, if you pose his arm up here, do some stuff, it can... I only have one of these as well, but you know, maybe once I get blackout one day, I'll build a stand for this guy behind him and make a very cool pose. Blackout, Grindor, whatever. Same thing, just different name. And for his final weapon, here's his gun. So this piece here will tab into his thumb. It barely has enough room, but it will. I'm going to take off his hand, not the whole piece, just to show you guys real quick. This thing will tab in here. Just enough room, and he has just enough clearance too to bring his fingers in there. It really looks like he's shooting, where he's got his hands on the trigger. I don't know if the gun's a little small or not, because, you know, it's kind of hard to get like a good view of it from the movies. Anyway, yeah, here it is. That's for Optimus Prime's weapons. Say, just call me Say, actually convinced me to do some of them in this video. I did not want to, but I went ahead and did it. Some of them. So yeah, this guy's pretty cool. That's basically it for this video, guys. Sorry for the long transformation. Yeah, again, I want to rebuild this guy in the future. Might not be for a while. Probably won't be for a while, because, you know, he still transforms. He's still cool. I'll probably just add a few more updates here and there, maybe. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not sure what I'm going to build next. And let me know down in the comments what you guys like most about my YouTube channel. Or you can vote in the community post that I put up a couple days ago. I only got 10 votes. I want a lot of votes so I can see. I mean, I'm going to do what I want anyway. I'm just curious, just to see. Because yeah, why not? Alright, that's basically it for this video. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Optimus Prime does look a little weird. But no, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Alright, that's basically it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and even share if you're feeling generous.